What's up, guys? Aid here with my boy Trenton, who just got first at locals playing Sky Striker.
Yep.
You got anything to say before we get into it?
This deck is really underrated. I think it has like an answer to just about every deck of the format right now.
Alrighty, let's see this shit.
Two of this is starting to be more standard. People are realizing that if you don't have a name, you just lose. Most people were playing one, and that's just not good in my opinion.
We talked, I think, yesterday about the possibility of 3. You still not.
There's some lists, like Black's playing it. I don't think 3 is good, in my opinion. I think it's a little too bricky, but it's just preference.
Would you play 3 if you went first?
I opt to go first.
Oh, you do opt to go first.
Like, this deck doesn't... You used to go second, but now it goes first if you want. I opt to go first just because, like, interrupting is really good.
And you have more starters now.
Yeah, and then Shizuku at Engage is a really good clapback for turn 2 if you don't die, which you usually don't.
If you don't die.
Yeah. And then the DPE package.
Yeah, every deck needs those cards now.
For the most part. Verite needs ban. And for hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Nib, 2 Veiler, 3 Imperm. For the most part, pretty standard.
I think the only thing that's not
This
really
is exactly
the
what
Nib,
I played my
right?
last. No, a lot of lists are playing Nib, I think, right now.
How did it perform for you?
Pretty good. It's also really good in the main deck because some people don't expect it. And then you just win the game.
Win the game.
And then on the spells, play 3 to Widow Anchor. 2 Shark Cannon. Some lists are cutting this down to 1, and I don't think that's good. I think you should play 3 or 2 of this.
I remember when I was playing the deck, I played 1, but that's just because like I didn't like drawing it. I wanted to search it, but now with like DPE and Scythe, it does seem a lot better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I took your scythe earlier.
Yeah. Don't remind me.
1 Engage. Because it's at 1.
They'll give us 2 next list. Let's
1
pray.
Afterburners. I used to play 2 of this, but now I'm opting to go first. So.
Oh yeah,
I
that
only
card's
play
like
1.
dead as hell going first.
Yeah.
But you still want to have searchable removal, I'm guessing.
Yeah. This card's really good. It like breaks boards really well. 1 Hornet Drones. 1 multi-roll. This card's really good. Actually, like probably unbalanced. 1 area 0.
Only 1?
Yeah, because I'm playing Mystic Mine, so I have like 1, and also Terraforming, so I have like 2 of it.
But then also 2 going second cards.
Also, in my experience, when I see like 2 of this card's okay, but like if you whiff, it's just awful.
Is 1 standard on that right now, or do people play 2
No,
or
I think
3?
people play 2, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. And then 2 of this.
We were talking earlier about that, right? You didn't like 3?
I don't.
You never really
You don't
want
want to see more
two?
than 1. Also,
Yeah.
like your extra deck space, like at first a lot of people were thinking this deck couldn't play it because you don't want to banish your grind game. That's all this deck has.
Yeah, like 10 of your cards are links that are required.
Yeah.
2 are the DPE package.
Yep. 2 Cosmic in the main. I think this is pretty good right now. There's like, even if there's decks that aren't back row decks, there's a lot of decks that have back row, so I think this is just really good.
And Scythe. Even if they play 0 back row, you hit Scythe.
Yeah, that too. But also, like, a lot of the back row right now activates during main phase specifically, so you can hit this in standby. And play 3D Fusion Destiny.
Best extender in the game.
Yeah, this card's insane. I fuse from deck, OP.
You send Pot of Greed.
Yeah, send Pot of Greed to summon a boss monster, that's insane. 2 droplets. I'd probably play 3 of this, I'd have 3rd one. This card's really good.
The cost ever steep for you having a
No,
discard?
like, if you've never seen people break boards with this card, you literally just like Widow Anchor, droplets send the Widow Anchor, so you get like 2 negates just off of...
Yeah, and it puts
It's basically
spells in
another Widow
grave.
Anchor. Yeah. Oh, actually, there's an interaction where, like, let's say you have, like, 2 spells engrave, and you activate Engage, and then you activate droplets, send the Engage, there's now 3 engrave.
Oh, jeez, that's
Yeah.
sick. That's dirty.
It doesn't come up too often, but, like, it's an option if you actually...
Yeah.
1 Mystic Mine.
Best
I don't like
card.
playing cards like this, but this card's just, you kind of, like, it's really good.
Yeah, I love that card personally.
Yeah.
Not when it's
You're
used
playing
against me.
3. You're playing 3 of it. Rhoda.
Ray number
Call
4. Call by is really, really dirty
Call
now,
buys.
too.
I don't know why it's not banned. I don't like power 1-ofs.
Why not?
I just feel like it's sacky. I don't like that there's cards that are just super insane that if you see it, you kind of win. If you don't, it's not as important, but like, they can just win you a game single-handedly. Like, imagine like you're about to lose because if they have Ash, but then you just call by and then you win because they
Yeah.
waste a card and you still get your engine. But extra deck, kind of. This is pretty standard, actually.
ever-
I'm just going to go show all of them.
Yeah, what do you banish typically off of the Prosperity the first
I'll show you
time?
after I show the little extra deck.
Alright.
These are all standard.
The good old 10 names.
One of this. I play light just because I don't know what's the best right now.
How do you go into that?
Huh?
Isn't light the
You
one
Shark
attribute
Cannon.
you don't have?
You Shark Cannon to take.
Oh.
It's whatever they have in their grave. Like light
Yeah.
is the most common hand trap. So, well, I guess Ash, but they're like most archetypes are also light. One Zeke. Some lists don't play this. I don't know why you wouldn't though.
Yeah, card's nice when you take their guy. You get to get rid of it, get rid of another one.
You can rip apart a board with it, like Widowmaker tank, and then banish another one. Undefated. Access code, and then DPE.
How often is access code like kind of stinky not having a link 3?
Well, that's why I play this, is to help Link climb a little bit.
But it only puts
No, I
like
don't
a-
play the engine. I play access code.
You don't play like the help
I don't play
and
the help
Celine.
Celine, no.
Or with the DPE stuff, it doesn't look like there's really room. All I could see that you could really take out is possibly the lineup, but then what do you can't put in the whole engine for it.
My banish is usually these. Verite, it depends if I already have this or not. If not, I'll banish a Hayate because this doesn't really help you grind. It's just there to set up for your grind.
And do you ever get rid of the access code or no?
No.
I know like in
Sometimes
certain
if I have to
combo
dig
decks-
for 6, yeah. Like if I have to dig for 6, because like if I have to see rare I lose, I'll dig for 6.
Yeah. When I would play like heavy combo decks, I'd banish that if I went first because if my board sticks, they're winning. But your deck, you kind of need a kill button, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, DPE really helps with that. This deck has always had a hard time killing. That's another 2,500 on body every turn.
Yeah, so you're like 4 to 5 turn kills too now.
And then 3 Lancia for the side. I don't know really why I sided this. It's just a pretty good card, especially against Tri Brigade. It's just, yeah. Well, I don't even think it's that good against Bird Up. I think this card's better. I think this card's better for Bird Up. I side this for Bird Up.
I think Droll's probably better, but like
Yeah.
for your deck specifically, if you Lancia them, you still have to play through a couple negates, and they keep the cards that like this doesn't take away cards, and you're playing a deck that I feel like gets punished for playing hand traps that don't take away cards.
It just depends. I think. Sure, bud. It's preference. And then 2 of this. I played this one specifically because of Bird Up. And then 3 evenly. You say you don't like this card, but this card's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm personally not a fan of it, but I get why people play it.
Yeah. Trap decks, it just kind of blows out. Also, Phantom Knight, this deck card's really good against.
You dead drawed it all today?
I actually didn't really side it too much. There's people who made me go first, so like,
Does that feel good?
yeah, like
People are used to the deck wanting to go second, so
I mean, it's still probably correct to make him go first because the deck's not too insane going first. Like you set up kind of 2 interruptions and then whatever hand traps you have for the most part. And then 3. This card's insane right now.
Yeah, this is cracked.
Yeah, like you can stop DPE, you can stop Sword Soul, you can stop Bird Up, the Calling XCs. This card's just really good right now.
Sword Soul literally just passes, right?
Yeah, they just pass. There's nothing they can do.
Like, some of the decks have other lines of play they could try to make, but
Yeah,
that
like
deck
Bird Up can
literally
still like
passes.
do the link plays, but they don't make any of their XCs, and potentially their hand's not good enough because they use the links or the XCs to search. So
Yeah, to get the hand ready for the link. What's their play? They can just do like
oh, true. I forgot about Protos. And this. But Protos isn't as easy because you have to have a synchro to search it.
You can search it off there's one card that searches it.
Emergence, but you have to have a.
I'm pretty sure Vessel searches.
No, Vessel sends
Oh
it.
no, it searches a 10.
Yeah, and then one of this.
It's just hard over this.
That too.
anything you want to change.
No, the deck actually performed really well. Well, if I had a third Droplets, I'd play a third Droplets, but that's it.
What do you feel like your good and bad matchups are in the current like meta?
Good is, like I said, this deck is really underrated. This deck like has an answer for everything. Widowmaker stops most of the format right now. Bad matchups, I'm not really sure. Probably trap decks. Strike really hurts. Also, like Widowmaker doesn't really stop trap decks. It'll like slow them down, but you're trying to break the board. DPE helps with that though.
Any final thoughts?
No.
All right, thank you.